Okay. Let me break this down. In the morning after. Listen, who's the Darkarone Pacer? Gerard Boots Ennis or Brian Norman Jr.? Now, y'all been asking me this, so let me break it down.
Let me break it down.
Let me break it down so it can forever and consistently be broke.
Let me do this seamless and easy to digest. And hopefully at the end, you guys come to the same conclusion that I've come to. Gerard Boots Ennis, his best win is Roman Villa. Brian Norman Jr., his best win is Giovanni Santillin. Why? Because Roman Villa, he upset Rashidi Ellis. Giovanni Santillin, he upset Alexis Rocha. Boots Ennis beats Villa. Brian Norman Jr., he beats Santillin. Now, Gerard Boots Ennis is IBF Interim Champion. Brian Norman Jr. is now WBO Interim Champion. Terrence Bud Crawford vacates the IBF title, and Boots Ennis elevates to IBF champion. Terrence Bud Crawford vacates the WBO title. Brian Norman Jr. elevates to WBO champion. Now, both of them got major accomplishments at the same time on the same level. Now, Boots Ennis, he has a mandatory with Karen Chukadasian to satisfy. Nobody wants to see that fight because that fight was boring and it wasn't much of a fight. Boots beat Karen from pillar to post. It was just a boring fight and Boots' worst performance. In order to avoid that fight, Team Boots Ennis, he reaches out to Stanionis, Mario Barrios, and Brian Norman Jr. The package they put together in their offers is turned down by Stanionis and Mario Barrios. But Brian Norman Jr. engages in the negotiations, which is understandable because Brian Norman Jr. isn't the name of Mario Barrios and Stanionis, not just yet. In this package, Gerard Boots Ennis controls everything. I'm talking about where the fight is, the ring size, all that shit. On top of that, he gets the lion's share of the purse. Brian Norman Jr. agrees to that. Now we got to deal with the finances. They offer Brian Norman Jr. $750,000. That's diabolical because we just established that both of them are champions and they got there the same exact way. On top of that, Brian Norman Jr. has expenses. With him being a top-ranked fighter, he has to pay top rank 25%. He has to also pay, he gets the sanctioning fees for the WBO and the IBF, got to pay trainers and all that stuff. The guy would have been essentially fighting for nothing. Now, Team Brian Norman Jr., shout out to my boy Adrian Clark. Love you, boy. He's offended. He says something diabolical. He says 2.8 million. Like, you go super low, I'm going to go super high then. Maybe we can meet in the middle. Which the Normans are willing to do. They're saying, we'll fight for $2 million. Why? Because we want to be able to clear all of our expenses and take home $1 million. Team Boots Ennis, they counter that by saying, hell no, we'll give you $1.7 million. Why? Why not for extra $300,000 to make it a $2 million purse? Because they have to pay Karen $300,000. Now, wait a minute. Team Brian Norman Jr. is responding like, hold on, that's not our expense. That's yours. We already paying our expenses for top rank and everything that we have to pay for. Karen is your responsibility. So essentially, you making me front the bill for your responsibility. How? Because I want $2 million. You have budget to give $2 million, but you're going to split it by giving me $1.7 million and giving Karen $300,000. No, give me my $2 million and you front your responsibility. Take that $300,000 out of Gerard Boots Ennis's purse. They like, no. Boots fight in Philly, he get all the things, and Brian Norman, you front the bill. So the Normans is like, well, if your budget is $200 million and I have to front the bill and pay $300,000 out of that $2 million where I get $1.7 million, then let's not fight in Philly. Let's fight in Vegas so I don't have to pay the taxes. Vegas taxes are far different. You don't have to pay the taxes. That way, I can still bring home $1 million. And Eddie Hearn is like, screw off. The fight is in Philly or nothing at all. So Team Brian Norman Jr. said, hell no, let's just stay busy. We'll defend our title against Cuevas on Keyshawn Davis's undercard. And now Boots Ennis, he's stuck fighting Karen anyway, getting outbidded. So he's going to have to fight Karen, I think, overseas. So who ducked? Who's the duckarone pizza? I'm going to say it like this, and I said it before. Not all situations have a duck. This situation, I don't think either one ducked. I think it's a financial situation, and I think it was ego, too. And it was between Eddie Hearn and Adrian Clark. Eddie Hearn, he has more teeth in the game. I don't think he respected Adrian Clark. Adrian Clark wasn't budging. Eddie Hearn said, who the hell do you think you are? 2 fingers.
Brian Norman.
And now the fighters are left without fighting each other for unification. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. ShowBizz, I'm out.